Everyone, Richard here from Boost My Customers. I've got an exciting announcement and video to make. So if you don't know, I own Boost My Customers, which is a marketing agency for clinics and salons across the world. But today we're going to be talking to the amazing Annie from Nash CO about this exciting opportunity. We're presenting two salon owners, and we've called it the Boost Your Business with Nash CO Small Business Development Program. So yeah, and Annie, how are you doing today?
Good, good. Thank you so much for, just for this opportunity. And I'm really excited to share, kind of what we have going on together and what my journey has been this last couple of years.
Yeah.
Um, so a little bit about me. I have owned salons for 15 years. I started in California. And gosh, over the last 15 years, we expanded to multiple locations. I've owned a spa and a microblading studio and a blow dry bar. My main business was salons, hair salons, and doing hair services. I've done, rental models and employee models, commission models. So I, over the last 15 years have gained a lot of experience. And then my family and I moved to Tennessee. And before that, I sold my salons to a salon software company who does booking and POS systems for salons. And that was after COVID. So they bought my businesses from me, but wanted me to stay on board. And so I worked with their software company as the CEO of their salon entity for a little over a year. So got this crazy corporate America experience, which I never thought I would experience. So that was really cool. I learned so much there. And then after that, I stayed on with them for a year. And then my family moved to Tennessee where we started all over. Um, I didn't have a network here. I didn't have a single client, and no team, nothing. So I actually bought an existing salon, but the team was going elsewhere. And so I needed to sink a lot of money and time and investment into marketing. And I feel like I've done it all over the last 15 years. I've done magazine ads and Yelp ads and Google ads and, you know, so much social media, of course. And so much of that I still do. Like we still, put a ton of work into our social media. But I was really just kind of feeling like, I need major brand awareness. And how do we do that? And your company came highly recommended from a friend of mine and our friend of my husband's actually. And, he mentioned that you were out of London, which at first, that was a hesitation of mine because I thought that it would have been beneficial to have somebody local.
Yeah.
But because you came so highly recommended, and I had just had a horrible experience with a company locally that did Google ads for me.
Yeah.
So I was already kind of hesitant. I had a bad taste in my mouth, but like I said, you came so highly recommended. So we had this consultation. And right off the bat, I felt like, okay, you know what you're doing. It didn't seem like this big, cumbersome, thing to hand over my Instagram and my Facebook credentials to you. And it was always so seamless.
Yeah.
And then from day one, your ads were successful. It's like, we did the video and that was also something that I'm not super comfortable with, like filming myself and making my own ad. I'm not an editor. Like, I don't know how to do that. But you made it really easy for me to just, take a video of myself. Took it and edited it and gathered content from our social media page. And the phone started ringing immediately. And I was kind of like, okay, this seems too good to be true. And was this a year ago? Has it been a year
I
even?
think almost a year. Yeah, I think it was like
Almost
around
a year.
yeah, crazy.
Yes. So, and you and I, it's like, we try our best to work together once a week and call and catch up, and you're always super responsive. And in the time that I first met with you, I think I was doing maybe 10 or $15,000 a month in services, and we're doing well over 100 now.
Amazing.
And that is because, and people all the time, all of our new clients will come and book appointments and sit down and say, I saw your ad. I connected with your ad. Like you're
Yeah.
all over my Facebook. You're all over my Instagram. Like I loved what I saw. And I've never experienced anything in the last 15 years, marketing wise, that has been so fruitful.
Mm.
Um, And then you asked me, you're like, hey, if you know anybody who, is looking to grow their business, like, pass along my information. And that's when I was like, I feel like you and I could do so well together.
Agreed.
Like I have so much salon experience and have done so much and had a lot of success and a lot of failure. And, now seeing that, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I was able to move to a new state, not have a network, not have a single client. And now we have this robust business
Yeah.
in less than a year. And I honestly couldn't have done it without you. So you had made a comment, saying, like ad companies are a dime a dozen, and I feel like people are a little burnt out. And you're right, because
Yeah.
there's so many people. Like I get emails constantly from Google analytic people that
I
are
can
like, let us
imagine.
help you. Yeah,
Yeah.
like let us help you do your business. And I've gone that route before,
Yeah.
wasted a lot of money and time. So once I felt like I found this, just your business and you and helping me be successful. I felt like I want to help other businesses have that.
Yeah.
And even, people that I've talked to that aren't in the salon industry, like I have a lot of clients who have moved here and are starting over and are trying to start, the businesses here. I'm like, you have to call Richard, you have to call my guy. Like it's been so
Yeah.
good.
That's
And
it.
I'm passionate about small business and seeing people grow. And so I felt like, hey, if I can offer experience and just be that person to tell people that, like, hey, this really works and this is my experience, and I can come kind of help coach from the guest experience side.
Agreed.
Or if the salon business is struggling in any way, I can help in that regard. But the advertising and the brand awareness, you're so good at. So I was like, okay, I feel like this could be a really great partnership. And here we are.
Yeah, exactly. I think also like there's no point getting leads and inquiries if your backend systems can't fulfill it, if you're not good at what you do. You need to have a robust system in that place. And I
Yes.
think that's where a lot of salons also lack is they want to grow, but they haven't got those foundations set right. So I think it's
Yes.
nice where you can come and do a full analysis, do an audit of where they're at now. And then
Yes.
before you even do any lead generation, you get that fixed first. So when the
Yes.
inquiries do flow and you don't waste them and it's not kind of, yeah, a waste of time or effort. Because again, it's not just about leads, it's also about your side, which is that probably more important to be honest. If you haven't got that, you can get 1,000 leads a month and it's not going to convert. And that's when someone's get
Exactly.
upset saying marketing doesn't work, all of these.
Yeah. And retention's really important. It's like we can get a lot of clients, but if the guest experience isn't good or the quality of work or other things are off, you're not going to retain, and you're just going to be on this hamster wheel of new guests not retaining, people not being happy. And that's where I really want to help. I mean, I want to help salons who have the it factor, who get it, who
Yeah.
understand the importance of investing in your team and creating a great, customer experience.
That's
And
it.
there's a lot of things that I've learned in the past. Like there's a lot of salons who, shoot themselves in the foot because they don't have a big enough team or their team's too big. It's like your
Yeah.
payroll's too much. You have, five more people than you actually should have. Or actually what happened to me is that we started getting so many leads, we didn't have enough stylists. And for a few weeks, I was running myself ragged because I was working till 9 o'clock every night doing the
Yeah.
business myself. And so I had to hire people to help, to help us be able to manage the growth that we were having.
Yeah.
So that was a learning curve. It's like, make sure that you have the team and the people in place, because once these leads start coming in, you need to be able to manage that and have enough people to do it. So again, have learned so much, and I'm just happy to share my experience and all that, because like I said, I'm passionate about small business and seeing people grow.
Mhm.
So I'm excited.
Amazing. Yes, I think if anyone's interested, you're a salon owner, you're wanting to grow, you've got a great team or you get great results, but you want to get to that next level, then definitely message either myself or Annie. We can hop on a call again and just see if it's a good fit for you. This is not going to be for every single salon out there. We want to work with legit people who actually want to grow it in the correct way, ethically, all of those bits. So
Yes.
send us a message. But I guess, Annie, the final bit, what would you say to someone watching this who's on the fence? And maybe they're like, oh, should I reach out? Should I not? What would you say to that person?
I would say that I understand, because I was hesitant. When you're feeling like you need to grow and it's hard to invest financially into that, but I can honestly say I never felt the financial investment from day one. We we did so much business, like we've always done enough business to more than cover the financial investment of it.
Yeah.
So I would just say it's worth a call. Like if you find yourself in this place of feeling like I want to grow, I don't know how, we have so much potential, where do I go from here? Then yes, reach out to us so at least we can have a conversation and see where you're at. And if it's a good fit, there's no, it's not like we're charging for consultations or anything. So just to chat with you and
Yeah,
see where you're at and see if it's a good fit. And then you make the decision whether whether you feel like it's a good fit and you want to move forward. But yeah, I would just encourage people to make the call, just to like have the consultation.
let's go for it. Amazing. I absolutely love it. So the link will be below if you want to schedule a call with myself or Annie. We look forward to chatting with everyone here. It's going to be an amazing journey. And yeah, look forward to speaking with you all soon. Take care.